Why will Anthony Richardson be the starting quarterback and the future quarterback for the Florida Gators? Let's get into it. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Cool Predictions. How you guys doing today, man? I'm your host LLCOOLBRAD, back here with an episode of the Cool Predictions. But before we get in this episode of the Cool Predictions, please like and subscribe. Let's get into it. So today I'm gonna be talking about Anthony Richardson, freshman quarterback of the Florida Gator system, and why he's gonna be the future for the Florida Gators after Emory Jones this season. So let's get into it. Now we're gonna be talking about Anthony Richardson's stats so far this season through 4 games, and he's looked pretty impressive as a young QB in college football, in the world of college football. So far, why I think he's the future of the Florida Gators is because he has looked super impressive this year. If any Florida fans have watched like some of the early games, like the first 3 games against USF and FAU, he has looked very impressive in those games, and he totaled in all 4 games that he's played. He played versus Vanderbilt, he played a little bit versus Tennessee, and then he played against USF and then FAU so far this season. And so far he has averaged he has had a stat line of 11 completions for 225 yards and 2 passing touchdowns and 1 pick, which isn't too bad for a freshman quarterback. Also, he has had 21 rushing attempts for 311 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns on limited drives. And that's where I say he really looks like a true dual threat quarterback. He uses his legs. He utilizes his legs a lot. He reminds me of a Vince Young or Lamar Jackson 2.0 because of how well he's able to run the ball and use his legs to get away and get yards for his team. So yeah, that's the stats through his 4 games. Now I'm going to be talking about more about his strengths and his weaknesses and some more reasons why I think he's going to be starting for the Florida Gators and why he is the future for the Florida Gators. Welcome everybody to the strengths and the weaknesses part of this Anthony Richardson video on why I think he's going to be the future of the Florida Gators. So let's get into it. So the things I like about Anthony Richardson is his mobility. First off, he's a dual threat. He has good mobility. It just makes it even harder for defensives, even SEC defenses, to stop him. And that's something that Dan Mullen's really going to utilize with him as well. And we've already seen it early in the season as well against FAU and USF. Next, his pass accuracy. His pass accuracy is absolutely incredible from what I've seen so far. Granted, he did throw 1 pick. I'm recording this the night after the, I believe, the Vanderbilt game. He threw 1 pick, but I mean, that is what it is. You're a young quarterback coming into college football. That's going to happen. But so far, other than that, his pass accuracy has been spot on. He puts it in incredible places. He put it in incredible spots so far this season. And if he, just imagine how much better he can get in the offseason, it'll just be incredible. That's something I'm looking forward to seeing him next season too, compared to how he started this season. Like, he could be a Heisman candidate next season, and we don't even know it. Some people don't even know who this guy is right now, and that's kind of sad, you know. I might be stretching it with the whole Heisman candidate thing, but you never know in this realm of college football. Anybody can do it. It just takes effort and the will to want to do it, and I think he has that. And then next, one of the last big strengths that I have for him is I've seen his change of direction and his footwork. His footwork and change of direction are really, really good as a freshman. His footwork, he's able to, his footwork is just, it's so nice. If you just watch his highlights, like he does, like, I know it's not basketball, football's far from basketball, but he did it was USF, he threw like a touchdown off of this too. It was like a jab step in, and then he went out and then just threw a 70-yard pass touchdown. Yeah, that was an incredible play that I just remember. I don't know if you guys remember it, but if you guys do, as Florida fans, that play was amazing. His footwork on that play was amazing. I just love his change of direction too. When he's running, and he just makes defenders miss off his change of direction because it's so fast. He changes direction so fast that people will try and tackle him another way from a different direction and just completely miss him because of how well he's able to change direction. And I think that's going to get him really far in college football. And then some of the weaknesses I have for him, it's just he's a young QB. He doesn't have much experience, which is expected. And you need experience to thrive as a SEC quarterback. Well, there's rare situations like Bryce Young. Like he's doing pretty good right now as a freshman and everything of that nature. And then last but not least, it's just his decisions could be better, like his pass decisions, his run decisions, like those could be better as well. And then one last thing I just thought of, like strengths when I was watching his highlights, like he's able to get through the pressure with his legs. Like he's able to sense the pressure. He's able to escape the pressure with his mobility and everything of that nature. So all that works together to help him escape pressure. So that's a good thing as well. But then also, like, he gained some attention recently from former Florida quarterback Kyle Trask. In an interview, he said that he always described him like the LeBron James of football. And Trask said in an interview that Anthony Richardson had won a dunk contest. I don't know why I'm saying this, but it just seemed interesting. Like a dunk contest at Florida that shows you how athletic he actually is. And for Trask to say that, that's a good sign for the future for the Florida Gators. And when I'm saying all this, I don't mean to like be harsh or anything to Emory Jones, but I do honestly think that Anthony Richardson has way more potential than Emory Jones. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any sort of way, but I just see it. Emory Jones, he started the season off rough. He started it off. He had, I believe it was 4 of his 6 picks this season in those first 3 games out of conference games. That's not good at all. And it could just been because of rust. You know, he had started a season. He was behind Kyle Trask last season and everything of that nature. So I think he was just getting some rust off of him. But we'll see what happens. I really do think, though, that Anthony Richardson is going to get a lot better in this offseason, and he is going to win that quarterback battle with Emory Jones. And I'm just saying right now, Florida fans, I would be really excited for this guy because he is your guys' future, and he's going to make it one hell of a good time for you guys. But that is it for the Cool Predictions episode on why I think Anthony Richardson will be the future for the Florida Gators. And if you guys have any other suggestions on any other episodes of the Cool Predictions, let me know, because I'm going to start going rapid with these. Like, I'm going to be doing just like a sneak peek on one of my next ones I'm going to be doing Xavier Worthy. He just had a breakout game against Oklahoma yesterday. But we'll go in more in depth than that in the next video. I'll probably put it in the link in the bio after it drops. But yeah, guys, that is it for the Cool Predictions episode on why I think Anthony Richardson will be the future for the Florida Gators. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.